Welcome everyone back to the No Good Podcast, and let's jump straight into it. Well, it looks like the bare minimum boys did a lot more than the bare minimum.
Rory and Mal listeners, we have an amazing announcement, something we've been working on since last year.
Tell them about the announcement.
Let's announce the announcement.
Yeah, this is the announcement of the announcement.
Yeah. It was like when MMG did a press conference about announcing an album about the announcement.
Yeah.
With that said, we are very excited to tell you guys we have partnered with The Volume, our guys over there. I'm ecstatic. Colin, just know I'm coming on the show. I don't care how tall your desk is. I'm going to be right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to jump up.
Yeah.
But we are very, very excited to have Volume as our partners moving forward.
Yes.
Shout out to the guys.
Something that we've been trying to get done for a while. Finally happened.
Club Shay Shay may just have Maul on. I don't know if Shannon wants white people on there to ruin the show. I'm with you.
Yeah.
It's fine if just Maul goes up there.
Yeah. Me and Shay Shay. Me and Shannon Sharp talking shit will be somebody get
you got to smoke a black and mild at that point.
Hell no. Never smoke no damn black and mild.
Off camera, I'll be smoking a black and mild.
Okay.
But shout out to everyone that is on the roster, our label mates, everyone.
Yes.
I'm happy, man.
A lot of good guys over there, a lot of good shows. Excited to be a part of the Volume and what they're building. So yeah, man, let's cause some chaos over at the Volume now.
Yep. And when you hear this, there will be another announcement about the announcement of adding some extra content per week. We are very, very excited about that. You will get an official release on that one very, very soon. But listen, man.
Welcome to the Volume.
Turn it up. Get it?
No.
Rory and Mal will be joining the Volume network. That's crazy. I think that's Colin's podcast network, which is pretty cool. And Rory and Mal have been averaging, I think, top 5 or top 10 in terms of music, maybe even closer to top 5 for hip hop and R&B in terms of podcasting every single week. So this is a good look for them. It says the expansion will now be 3 episodes per week, adding a new sports focus show alongside their signature takes on music, pop culture, and entertainment. Oh my gosh, another show of Mal giving his sports takes every week. That'd be crazy. The new lineup drops Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, with Thursdays focused on the sports feature. Okay, that'd be cool. They probably need a third anchor or third person to do the sports show. It just can't be Rory and Mal. I wouldn't like that. Ashley Nicole was actually pretty cool, who was on the last episode. If they can get her, that'd be pretty cool. But I know she's pretty busy doing Triple Threat, and I know she's under the CBS Sports umbrella, so that might be hard to pull off. But you never know. This is a pretty impactful network. I mean, there's some really great podcasts on here. Rory and Morgan have some really cool label mates. They'll have Club Shay Shay with Shannon Sharp, and also Nightcap as well too with Ocho. Club 520, that's pretty cool as well too. Daniel Cormier has a podcast on the Volume. That's sick, man. So he has some pretty good label mates. And I can't really understand how people may consider them the bare minimum boys when they're willing to do so much. 3 episodes a week, and I'm not sure if they're going to cut down on the Patreon, but we'll see how the balance is going to be. But this is definitely a lot more than the bare minimum.
To whom it may concern, stop holding the microphone. Like if I'm just giving out podcast advice, it's certain y'all can't speak to me. Y'all didn't do the work yet. You didn't go in the bookstore. Hire the editors. Get people to help. Invest in the staff. Pay the staff. Get more staff. Stop check chasing. Stop doing the bare minimum and expecting that to yield results. You niggas are the bare minimum boys.
A lot of people were preying on the downfall of Rory and Mal. And it's interesting to see that in every situation, people were thinking they were either going to sink or swim, and they've chosen to swim. I mean, they've had a lot of adversity when it comes to leaving the Joe Budden network and trying to figure stuff out themselves, and Sirius XM, and traveling to do different interviews and trying to get features, podcasts, and trying to run their own numbers themselves and build their own team. It's a lot. So I have to give them a lot of credit for building their own team, their own, ecosystem to still be top 10 in podcasting when it comes to music. That's really hard to do. We've seen other people who've left the Joe Budden network and have not been able to successfully branch out and do very well, and be able to still have a competing podcast when it comes to that vein of music. The only pushback I'd probably give is that they need to hire some more people on their team and definitely in their staff. I mean, adding a new episode every week, not including Patreon, is going to take a lot out of them. So a new co-host would definitely help, especially with the Thursday co-show. But a new deal and adding another show won't just mean the quality of the pod will magically be stepped up. You know, I mean, pod is just like music; it's very subjective. It has highs and lows. But honestly, shout out to them for securing another deal. A lot of people thought they were done after their first deal, wouldn't secure another deal, and they actually got another deal. So, congrats to the guys, man. Honestly, super proud of them. People thought they were able to do it, and they actually showed to people that they were able actually to accomplish some stuff that they put their minds to and working together, even though they probably do butt heads behind the scenes. But let's celebrate this one. Everyone's probably celebrating. Everyone minus Julian, of course, because wow, this has to be very upsetting if I'm Julian. You know, I put a lot of work in on the pod, and then this happens to me. I know he's probably kicking himself right now. Getting rid of Julian before the bag hit is so insane to me, but it's actually quite hilarious considering how everything went down. I mean, Julian went on those Twitter spaces and he was just talking to Joe. Like, he shouldn't even be up there, man. Like, if you work for somebody that you consider your friend, not even just a boss, but you consider Rory to be a good friend of yours, you shouldn't in return favor and just go on spaces and talk to JBP people and co-hosts and try to smooze up to them. I mean, that Twitter space was very embarrassing, and Joe was definitely showing him the 48 hours, 48 laws of power, and that was very embarrassing. But if I'm Julian, I'd be very upset, considering how bad his podcast is doing. Like, if you look at the numbers, I think the first episode did about 80,000, and then 2 weeks episode number two did 16,000, episode three did 5,000, and then episode four, which he just dropped about a couple hours ago, did about 4,000. So it's not looking too good for Julian, but I guess that's how things go in the podcast ecosystem. But again, shout out to New Rory and Maul. They really did the things, man. People really counted them out, and they showed them that hey, we can still do this. We can work together. We can build our own team, and we can get some stuff going. But until next time, it's the Boys from Noga podcast. See you soon.